Welcome to the Wake Up Sad Podcast.
We just watched the Senate hearing with Senator Risa.
And Vice President Sara Duterte.
It's pretty insane. Watch
They were
it.
doing a budget hearing for the OVP, Office of the Vice President, and apparently Sara Duterte is asking for 10 million pesos to publish a book called Isang Kaibigan, which is a children's book to be distributed to kids.
Mhm.
And
her name is there.
And her name is on it because she's writing it, quote unquote. I don't know. And so it is a budget hearing. 10 million pesos is not, barya. So she's asking, Senator Risa is asking her, so what is the book about? And how many copies are we distributing for 10 million pesos? I think that's a fair question.
Yeah.
Seriously, is it a fair question? Diba? And then she just would not answer.
Yeah.
Tapos meron pa siyang chismax about like, dati kasi ilang talo na tong si Senator Risa, pumunta ka sa office ko, chinika-chika mo ko, blah, blah. And then it's like, Senator Grace Poe steps in and says, wait, it's a budget hearing? Can we? And then Senator Risa delivers a slayage when she says, with her hair kind of like fixing it like that. I love it. And then, sobrang memeable. And then she says, it's not about you. It's not always about you. Pera ng taong bayan to. Diba? Yeah. I'm shocked.
I think Madam Chair, I file a petition to change the name of Senator Risa to Slay Ontiveros. Madam Chair,
Slayator.
The conduct of the motion to hear the denial of the SAB. Okay, what we're gonna do today, we're gonna read.
What do you think Isang Kaibigan is about, though? I mean, like, ano yung story na to? Siya yung kaibigan. Parang ganon, you think? Pangalan niya Sarah.
I really don't think it's important. I think it's a generic book.
I think it's important because obviously it's gonna be like,
I don't think that's it.
Okay.
I don't think it's that. I think it's like we're buying 10 million worth of books.
Yeah.
When they're not.
But don't you think it's also propaganda because she is obviously for sure gonna run?
They would never use money to as books.
As propaganda?
As propaganda. Because they know that the money...
Kaya naman nila yun with campaign funds.
Let's go to TikTok. Yeah. Let's go to... they're not doing that. It's more of like, we want 10 million. So we'll just put books.
So today, they will furnish everyone with a copy of the book. Can't wait to see it.
Again, the book will be generic.
Do you think?
Yeah. There won't be an issue with the book itself.
Feeling ko meron, but they're gonna change it.
Hindi, ang issue dyan is like, sino yung publisher, sino yung ganyan, malalaman na.
Oh, wait, it's all over social media, actually. The last page of the book, allegedly. Okay, let's see. Jim, can you tell them what it is?
Oh.
This is the last page of Vice President Sara Duterte's children's book, Isang Kaibigan, which is about friendship. So the last page, allegedly, this is from Inquirer.net. What does it look like?
It's a picture of Sarah D. with the... Ano yung nakasulat?
Kilalanin si Inday Sara Duterte.
Si Inday Sara ang lamang pangalawang Pangulo ng Pilipinas. Siya rin ay naging alkalde ng lungsod ng Davao at kalihim ng kagawaran ng edukasyon. Siya ay isang tunay na kaibigan.
I told you!
I
told you!
In fair to you.
O-M. Ilang libro kaya mabibili mo sa 10 million?
Siguro 10 million. Okay.
Grabe.
So, I like to read something from... medyo natitrigger ako.
Okay, so yeah. Wait, let's breathe. You know, Vito is so cute. He was telling me, like, Mama, you want to do Papa's breathing for hiccups? He was telling me, and I said, what is that? What is that? He said, you have to breathe like this. And the hiccups will go away.
Cute.
So cute.
Ne, pero, by the way, before we, I constantly struggle with hiccups.
Oh
especially when I've had a few drinks at Big Fuzz.
It's not the fault of the drinks.
It's not the alcohol. It's never the alcohol.
Oh, it's never.
Pero
never
anyway,
the
like,
alcohol.
ako kasi, all our friends know na, oh no, it's that part of the night. Na, I'm fun gym, and then I have hiccups, and then wala na. Sira na yung gabi ko.
My gosh. How angry does it make you?
I could seriously break my hand punching the wall.
I was gonna say, you have...
I have done
you have
that.
like gotten giggle because of hiccups. I'm like, why do you, may I ask, why?
Because I want everything to be normal again. It's a deeper issue.
Oh my. Well, you know what? So, meron kang isang kaibigan sa akin. Okay?
Si Inday. So,
hindi ako. Si Inday.
So, the secret to hiccups apparently is 3 inhales.
Okay.
It's like this. And then hold. So it's 3 inhales. Now, while you're inhaling, inhale ka ulit, and then inhale ka ulit, and then hold it.
Baka magka-hiccups ako dito.
Yeah. So anyway, this is pretty interesting kasi we're gonna have Joe Bonifacio, Enrico Parelejo on the pod.
Yes.
So, sakto, kasi there's this thing. And I just want to say, because apologies again kung ginost namin yung bit.ly/podkids after party. But it's back and kicking.
Stop talking about us ghosting it. It never happened.
Please make a thread about questions you want to ask.
Pastor Joe and...
religion, Christianity.
Yeah, so that's the topic of conversation.
That's what I want to ask. So
that's for a different episode about marriage and fun stuff. All right.
So, hi Podtibs, female, 27. Okay. My mother is a part of a religion, CVLT.
Cult.
Ganon? Bakit CV?
Baka ayaw niya sabihin yung cult.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Bakit V?
Let's just move on. Cavult. Right? Tama, diba? I mean, that's probably it, right?
Okay.
CXLT.
Okay.
It can sometimes get censored on Facebook. Thank you, Attorney Princess.
Grabe talaga to si Attorney Princess.
Senator Princess. Senator Prince Slay.
Just wanted to get insights and recommendations. Ayun, part ng religion cult ang mother ko.
Chavirtuous.
And I found out about it nung napansin ko na nag-iba yung ugali niya.
Oh my God.
So nag-search ako about the church and found out na cult nga and banned siya sa specific country na may cases ng kidnapping, murder, etc. and anti-family. They target females, mostly moms, siguro kasi vulnerable.
Of course, that's what cults do.
My mother was super caring before. As in, kaya lumaki ako sa family-oriented situation dahil sa kanya.
Oh my God.
But everything changed nung napunta siya dyan. Napabayaan niya ang bahay, all her time doon napupunta. As in, 24/7 online fellowship, may days na nag-iikot siya to recruit new members.
Oh no.
Sometimes, di rin siya nakapasok sa work and always late. Minsan, tatawag yung boss sa amin. Matagal na siya doon, 30 years plus. Kaya kilala talaga siya. Nagkakasakit na din siya. Kasi, since puyat siya. Okay, wait, sorry.
Oh no.
Napabayaan ng bills sa bahay, di na asikaso pag-aaral ng kapatid ko, di rin na asikaso papa ko na may sakit. Lahat yan, ako ang sumalo. Sorry. I'm doing fine. It's fine with me. But masakit makita siyang ganon. Di niya kami kinakausap na masyado. Parang hangin lang kami sa bahay.
Oh my God.
Even important events, birthdays, Christmas, New Year, di siya sumasama sa amin.
Sorry, ilang years na siya doon sa cult? Did you say? No, not yet. Okay.
Which is kakaiba. Hindi siya ganun dati. Going for 2 years now.
Okay.
When I confront her about it and show news and articles about it, why does Facebook? Si Zuckerfuck kasi.
Si Inday Sara kasi.
Which is kakaiba. Kasi hindi siya ganun dati, blah, blah, blah. Hindi na niya ako kinakausap and threatened na lalayas siya. Is there anyone here who experienced the same? Anong ginawa niya para mapaalis sila sa ganun? Really need serious recos kasi hindi ko na alam anong gagawin ko. And unfortunately, because nga naging ghost town tong Podkids that after party for a week. hindi napansin tong thread.
When was that
and
sent
I wish
in?
people could have helped. I wish I knew what the Kavolt was.
Oo nga eh. Name it. Name it. If you have not seen the documentary on Netflix, it's called, lagi namin nire-reference ni Jim dito sa pod. It's called, the cult is called 7M, the 7M Club or something. And parang Dance for the Devil, the TikTok 7M cult. Sobrang mali. Tama ba? The 7M TikTok cult. And it gives, it's super similar to that. What Kavalts do, or that's what we're calling it now. What Kavalts do is they will really prey on PREY. They will prey on vulnerable people, not just women, but people, but usually because women, young women are very vulnerable. Sila yung targetin. And in this case, mothers also are very vulnerable, especially those who are going through, loss of identity, postpartum depression. So, yun yung i-target nila kasi madaling makuha yung loob. Because if you're feeling alone, you wanna hang on to something.
You wanna feel like you have a community.
You're part of something. You're part of something and you're given purpose. So, pag binigyan ka ng ganon, madali to just, oh my gosh, I give it everything I have because I love being part of a community. I love being needed. I love having purpose. And I think ang laban doon is definitely if you shame them, if you even say, that's kind of gonna make them run away even further. It's really tough, but I think ang laban doon is to try to make them feel needed and give them purpose and give them community. Labanan mo. And make it so na hindi sila, like, they don't have to do stuff for you to have purpose, right? Like, parang just...
So what would you do? What would you tell the daughter?
The daughter or the mom?
The daughter. What should she say to the mom? If like, parang how do you... Kasi I want to go beyond Kavolts, actually.
Yeah.
Kasi what I want to talk about is like, we all deal with this na whether it's a boyfriend, a new girlfriend ng kapatid mo, or new boyfriend ng kaibigan mo na has who preyed, PREY, preyed on your loved one and semi-brainwash them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
this is assuming na hindi ka toxic na feeling mo masama yung taong yun, but like legit brainwash.
Hindi to parang, hindi ko siya bet.
Yeah.
Parang, so aside from Kavolts, I think, lalo na sa...
You know who's like that? Narcissistic people. They like it to get someone and make them cut off ties with family. Kasi dapat ako lang.
Yan.
Dapat hindi ka ma-influence ng iba. Ako lang. Kasi ako lang yung love mo.
Yes.
Ako lang. Ako lang yung mundo mo.
Yeah. So it's safe to say, hindi ako narcissistic kasi I
safe to say, hindi mo naman kinakausap yung pamilya mo, diba? Charot. So, yeah.
So
what do you do?
Yeah, like, so let's stay with girl first. How do you deal with something like that? Kasi ako, if I can share, like, obviously it's very different from this. No, hindi naman naging ganon. Pero growing up, and especially since our parents are boomers, right? They were easily attracted to these communities. Okay? And lalo na if there's religion involved. Kasi syempre, yun nangyayari dun sa 7M TikTok devil god thing. Parang
the documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, the guy is saying, you guys are broken.
Yeah.
So he will, what the cult leader did was, you need money. You're desperate for money. I'll give you money, and I'm equating myself to God. So I'm giving you something that you desperately need, and I'm putting a higher being behind it. So therefore, mas grabe yung kapit mo sa akin.
Yes,
Okay?
but it doesn't start that way. It starts off as like, we're having
We're
fun, we keep
friends.
having fun. You guys, parang, if you want freedom from your family because you feel like they're, you know, controlling you too much, aka they have rules set at home. Parang dito, okay to, enjoy to. Relax lang dito, have fun lang dito. Kasi, alam mo yun, and they boost you up and then boom, di mo na lang alam na they are taking advantage of you.
Same with partners rin, 'di ba?
Ganon.
Si
Syempre,
boyfriend like, hey,
ligaw-ligaw.
I'm I'll do everything for you. I love you. No one has loved you ever like me.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-mm.
No one will take care of you and make you feel as special as me.
Yes.
Tapos when the time comes na,
Nakuha mo na yung loob.
Nakuha mo na yung loob, and then some friends are kind of like, hey, he's kind of weird. Right? Or parang wala siyang trabaho. Di ba?
Yeah.
Parang, he's a bum. Right? He will turn things around.
Yeah. Kasi sabihin niya na parang, grabe, hate ako ng family mo. Parang gano'n. So anyway, let's talk about something else.
So what's our final verdict? Like, anong advice natin?
My advice would be, first of all, we want to acknowledge and validate this is a very scary thing that's happening, and it's your right to be scared. Like, it's totally normal, and it's not as easy as parang relax ka lang, babalik rin yan sa'yo. Syempre, there's uncertainty, especially in that cult was linked to, what is it, kidnapping and ano yung ibang stuff?
Parang
but murder. Oh my gosh, that is very scary. Maybe what you can do is, towards her, just be kind and don't make her feel shamed, especially from you. Pero I hope that there is stuff that you can do behind the scenes, like maybe legally, to look into this cult. Mahirap kasi dun sa mga religious organizations, diba? Parang protected sila by law, which is weird, right? Diba?
Yeah.
It's like, gosh.
Pero ako, before we move on, I just wanna say, ako kasi, again, ikaw, kaya I feel like the topic is relatable because, lalo na with our parents, okay? It doesn't require naman, ikaw kasi you never experienced something like this, na parang, it doesn't require naman like extreme changes eh. Pero as a kid, it will feel like extreme changes.
Yeah.
Like si letter sender is feeling something very extreme because it's something extreme is happening. She's not showing up for Christmas. She's not paying bills, right? But
gosh,
even if hindi ganun yung kaso mo, let's say your parents your mom or your dad has a barkada. Kahit ganun kasimple lang. And he still is dad, pero he changes subtly. But because you are his child,
you know that there's a shift.
And he will do little things. And you know how we keep talking about how the things that our parents do, it can be very, very small, but can have such impact in our lives, right?
Yeah.
It's like times 1 million.
Yeah.
So you will never fully understand, let's say, kunwari, hey dad, look at this song I made. And it's like, for dad, it was like, oh, pinakinggan ko naman. You know? But dad has no idea that son will carry on years of like, I'm not good enough.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough. So just imagine if your parents suddenly get into this kind
especially
of
if usually they give you praise. Depending rin if what the norm is for your family.
Yes. So actually, kami before, nagkaroon nga ng gano'n na they got into this like religion thing. And it was very, parang, hey, you have to say hello. Ganyan. Parang,
which is not the same as the other extreme cults.
It's not the same extreme, pero because you felt that they were brainwashed. So I wish I talked to someone when I was a kid. Like, how do I tell my parents without saying like, sira ulo yung mga yan eh. Without, how do you do that? And also, for example, ako, di ba si Ahit Express?
Your ex-girlfriend. Who you have apologized to calling Ahit Express.
Did I?
You on the pod, not personally. She should probably reach out to her unless she hasn't heard
I'm sure she
any
hasn't.
of these
Pero,
episodes.
ang point ko about Ahit Express is
your ex-girlfriend. Oh, well, you're talking about her at the time, okay?
At that time, na suddenly, I'm part of a religious group that's very, very intense, right?
Siya.
Oo.
Nga pala.
And nahihirapan nga ako to say, yo, you're completely different.
Yeah, but for some people though, when they change, they assume it's for the better. So, okay lang sa kanila to hear na parang I've changed. Yeah, I've changed because I've grown.
So, how do you do it nga? So, what do you do?
Kaya nga I think there's a lot of questioning na parang, wait, why do I, parang,
why can't I
parang
change?
mag-introspective, Kemerlu ka na parang, what gives me the right to say what is normal?
That's true.
Right? So if it is affecting you in a negative way, alam mo yan, parang it depends. It's a lot of factors. With this specific situation, I think there's a lot of obvious factors like mama's not paying the bills. That's her responsibility. Yung pag-aaral ng kapatid mo, who I assume is a child and cannot pay for their own education. Not even showing up at family gatherings. I mean, does she give a reason for it? Are you sure that your family is not, is giving her also the support that she needs?
Mm-hmm.
Diba? Kasi a mother is not there to just work for you guys, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Just like I'm just saying I'm assuming that this is like a happy family and then the mom just bigla na lang bounced. That would be really a cause for concern. But let's say, the possibility of...
Kore, back to my case, para lang it's not as complicated. She suddenly became a feeling hipster.
I don't think that's a cult, honey. I think that's just like a life stage. Grabe ka na, tama na yung pagiging hipster mo. Tama na yung Kings of Convenience. Tama na. Too much. I mean, it's like, ayun yung trip niya eh. Diba? Parang, what gives you the right to say, Dian cool or whatever?
Or hindi, kasi ako yung gatekeeper. Ako yung parang, I'm the one who fucking knows this shit.
You're so annoying then.
You don't know this shit.
Then yan yung introspection na kailangan mong gawin. At sabihin mo na, wait, am I the asshole?
Okay, sige, iba. So, again, back to like something more sensitive. Let's say, na may real change na, kunwari, let's say, family member, suddenly, hindi na nga sumisipot sa lunch or dinner. Hindi mo nakikita because of a boyfriend. Or, hindi nag-greet or whatever. Like,
yeah. Let's talk about that. Parang, for me, I really think it should be normalized na when someone has a new partner, chill ka lang. Bigyan mo siya ng time. Enjoyin niya. Diba? Parang, I mean, give it like, don't judge her or him for not showing up. It's like, nasa new relationship siya eh. The more you judge them, the more shame you give to them, then they're not gonna want to hang out with you. Because it's like, my God, parang malamang gusto ko mag-date kami. Anong problema?
Yeah.
Diba? Parang, grabe. And then she's gonna feel, or he's gonna feel very controlled and parang, why can't I enjoy my life? Especially if, parang, this is my life stage. I'm not 12 years old.
Pero paano kunwari, let's say, enjoying honeymoon. And then obviously, yun nga, tama ka naman, give allowance na.
Yeah.
Let them enjoy
pero
this.
Pero kung 5 years na yan.
Hindi, pero paano kunwari biglang birthday ng mom mo? Na something na you would always show up for. Biglang, hindi ako sumipot kasi sobra kaming in love eh. Let me be.
No way. Well, calm down.
Ano doon?
Ba't mo ako dinuduro? Balik ba yan sa space mo? Don't get...
Hindi. I'm asking lang.
Stop it.
I'm asking. So, kung sabihin ko, game, ikaw si family member. Sabihin ko, bakit? Sobrang...
Okay, role play tayo. Kalma. Okay. Ano ako, toxic? Toxic family member or normal?
Ikaw si family member, normal.
Normal?
Ako si... Ay, ano ba?
Ano ba? Sige, let's say...
Sige, toxic family member ka.
Okay, sige. Okay. Oy, birthday ni Mama sa Wednesday, ha?
Hala, may nag-book na kami ng flight ni someone. Ni Boy Fee.
O paano yan? Alam mo naman, birthday ni Mama sa Wednesday. Bakit di ka pupunta? Lagi naman tayo nagpupunta sa Casa Via Mare. Labo. Casa Mare. Naka-reserve na eh. Hindi mo na pa di-cancel yan?
Hindi.
Ano ang sabihin natin kay Mama?
Sabi mo, in love ako. And I'm enjoying my life right now.
Pero 60th birthday niya eh.
See? So, again, I'm walang laban si person with new boyfriend. In that case, right?
I mean,
or kung ay ganito, something simpler.
Lalo na kung lagi kayong, like, there's a celebration.
Sunday lunch game.
And first of all, before you book it, tanongin mo muna kung may plans for the birthday.
Madali yun eh. Kasi obviously, mali ako.
Tsaka kung binook ng boyfriend, hindi ka tinatanong.
Okay.
Red flag.
So, normal Sunday lunch. Okay. Uy, so, yeah, ako si toxic family.
Ikaw si toxic.
Ikaw si in love.
Okay.
So,
ano yung scenario? Sorry.
Ako na bahala. Ako si toxic.
Ako yung may...
Ikaw may boyfriend na bago.
Okay.
Uy, Sab, pupunta ka sa, sa Sunday daw, kakain tayo
Saan?
Sa dumpling place.
Meron na kaming gimmick ni John.
Ay, pero alam mo naman na it's Sunday lunch. It's family time.
Wala na.
Sama mo na lang
Wala, may book na siya ng tickets eh.
Ticket saan?
Sa mula sa buwan.
Saan?
Mula sa buwan.
Ano yun?
Yung play. Sa Soler.
Tapos, ibay namin yung oras nung lunch.
Hindi na, okay lang.
Hindi, ibay na yan namin yung oras ng lunch.
Anong oras na yung lunch?
Kung kailan ka man kung kailan ka man free.
Wait, I'm gonna cut this right now. It's so not. It's not happening. Okay?
Well, I think natatalo tayo eh.
Hindi tayo pwede mag-improv.
By the way, yung spit will be at
wait, tonight?
On Friday.
On Friday.
Yeah.
23rd.
I would like to do improv.
I think I'm not good at improv.
I feel like I'm good.
I'm not good at improv.
I feel like I'm good.
I think you should join. You are good at improv.
I feel like I am.
You are. I think I would like to watch you
do improv.
Yeah, but anyway, going back to the letter sender. Ano yung final say natin?
Final say? What would you do?
I would say again. I think sinabi ko naman di ba?
Now check yourself first.
Check yourself. First of all, it's normal that you feel this way. It's like wag mong try takasan yon because it's normal. It's absolutely scary. And once you've processed those emotions, then you will be able to be gentler to your mom, give her the support that she needs, emotional, checking up on her, asking her, like making plans with her and not just assuming she'll show up because, ikaw si mom so dapat andun ka. But like making plans with her, like, hey mom, sa Christmas, blah, blah, blah. Even if it's not, kung hindi talaga siya pwede on that day for some reason, make another celebration with her na, okay, let's celebrate it on this day. And like, make, help her to ensure that you have time well spent together.
Okay.
And then on the other hand, try to do your investigative work. Like maybe contact some people who have taken down this cult and ask for their help.
Okay.
Even the ones in the other countries. You can totally do that. If that's not your forte, maybe some of your friends love detective work or, reaching out to other people. But I feel like there is a dire need for that. But front-facing to your mom, definitely you have to be, it's like, trying to catch someone who's like, rabid.
I would like to, my Stormbreaker, which I think is the correct one.
All right.
So my Stormbreaker is...
All right.
Tama yun. Understand first yourself is if it's like Is it really good for her? Obviously, for this letter sender, it's really crazy what's going on. Tama yon. But for me, in any conflict naman, it's if you try initially, if you make attempts to connect with the person, to get your point across, and it doesn't happen, then maybe you are communicating in a language that that person cannot understand as of the moment. Gets mo? So, kumare, you said, use facts. What if hindi yun? What if that's not the language that that person needs right now? What
that's
if the
not what I said.
No. I'm saying na, parang, you're saying kasi like, be gentler. That's true in this case. But for other conflicts in the future, it might not necessarily be like that all the time.
Yeah, kasi definitely if the person really needs space from you.
Space, it could be space. It could be, right now, it's facts won't work. Kasi, right? The facts, she will believe what the TikTok king is saying, right? But it could be, I'll use emotions. It could not be. Kumbaga, I just want to say, tama ka naman, but it depends pa rin on the person and knowing what the person could understand as of the moment. Because the hardest thing to deal with conflict, especially with a loved one, is parang magpapakumbaba ka and say, sige, I'll kind of say, you're wrong, I'm right. And finding a language, because if yung ultimate objective mo is get out of the cult, break up with this boyfriend, if yun yung ultimate goal mo, sometimes it requires you to strip yourself of pride and being right, and actually, how do I connect with this person? Because at the end of the day,
how is that different from what I said though?
No, sinasabi ko nga lang na it doesn't have to be, kasi I don't want lang na it's general na you have to be gentler. I'm just saying na it depends on the person.
On basta how you will connect.
Yeah. How will you?
Okay.
Kasi what if the person needs a slap on the face, kunwari, figuratively, or the person needs to be hit with numbers, or the person understands things. The person is more empathetic. So if you say, kasi as opposed to say, ma, they're magnanakaw tong mga to.
Yeah.
Murderers sila, as opposed to, ma, I'm hurt.
Para silang
you left us.
It's like they're hypnotized, and then you have to find the key that will just unlock that thing that happened in their brain chemistry. I really do want to read up more on cults and kasi mag-start kami ng cult eh. Sa jimandsab.com/cult.
I just want to end lang na tayo nga, because we have had friends who got into toxic relationships, and it was like parang they entered a cult, right? And I wish, looking back, I knew what the person was looking for and was willing to shed myself of my pride and being right and connecting with that person, attempting to connect with that person based on what he or she needed.
Yeah.
Gets mo?
Yeah.
So parang kahit she's being...
But at your capacity rin naman.
Yeah. Oo naman. Pero of course, kaya it's...
I mean, don't blame yourself.
So it's always about naman based on introspection. And
yeah.
How much do I love this person? Do I really believe na if he or she continues to date this loser, then will it affect her as a human being? Will it cause problems down the road? Yeah.
All right.
With that said,
that's
jimandsab.com/cavult.
Cavult. Ano magandang pangalan ng Cavult?
Cavult natin?
Cavult natin.
Cavult natics. Bye.
Bye.